about?
Taco and Tech.
Man, I'm the king. Yeah, I'm the king. I'm the king of almost everything. I got it all. I got it all. All except for one fine thing. That thing is you and me. It's you and me. What does it mean to be the king? If you ain't got just what you need, a junkie star with no guitar. And you got the papers but got no weed. I still want you, you don't want me. It's you and me. I may never see my fair queen laying next to
me. Welcome to another episode of Taco and Tech. I am your host, Jeff Brunson. And what are we going to talk about today? We are Taco and Tech with Jordyn Merritt. And she's already laughing at my intro, so I know it's going to be good. But,
Such a classic.
I know it's corny, but that's okay. So Jordyn, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Absolutely. I am fantastic. You know, honestly, I'm actually really sore. So I worked out for the first time yesterday, and it was a full body workout. And so my shoulders are sore. When I do this, my arms hurt, my thighs and my calves are sore. I'm starting a 6-month challenge on Monday. So this was kind of like the warm up. And so
the prep for it, yeah.
Enough about me. Well, you know what? Let's just start there since you asked, and I gave you some personal information. So, what advice do you have to those out there, recovering from an intense workout? This wasn't on the outline,
right?
But let's just go for it.
I mean, best advice is to stretch and get some ice and just elevate your legs. That's it. That's the key.
That sounds good. Because I know the Womble has a fantastic recovery process. You got the cold tub, you got the hot tub, you got
the boots. You got a lot of nice equipment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Ready for that. Okay, so let's just get to it. I kind of got us off track, and so my first question is, so why Texas Tech? So in your case, why did you transfer to Texas Tech?
Honestly, I feel like I wanted to go closer to home. And I feel like this was really a good fit for me all around, academically, athletically, and, just the community and the support system that surrounds Tech. It felt like family for sure.
Oh, perfect. And so you haven't made to Lubbock yet, as we discussed, pre-interview. People weren't here for that. But you have made the drive to, I guess, your home in Plano, or where?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm actually in Garland.
Garland, okay.
So a little bit further from Plano, but, still not a bad drive. But yeah, it was a 14 and a half, almost 15-hour drive. It was brutal, but we made it, so we're good.
It is brutal. It's fun. I say fun. It's fun to go through the small states. In Alabama, it's like 2-3 hours, and then you're through it, and you're like, okay, we're in a new state. You get to Texas, and it's like, oh my God, we're still
long.
in Texas.
Yes.
It
is such a long drive. But honestly, the change of scenery in between those states, like you were saying, it was definitely, I enjoyed it. It was different than just open land and just roads, so it was nice.
Absolutely. Did you play any road games?
No, we didn't. It was just my sister and I, and she was asleep for a little bit of it, so we were just listening to music and driving down.
Did y'all trade off? Drive and then sleep and then
she actually offered to, and she came down there for that reason, but I was driving a Penske rental truck, and had my car on the trailer, and it was just a really big vehicle, and I was like, I want to drive this one, just make sure we get there, we're okay. So I did the driving.
You're in control. You're in control.
Yes.
my wife gets on me because she doesn't drive my car that much, but it's because it's my car. It's nothing.
Yes,
It's
like
nothing
have
against
control of the
her.
vehicle.
Yeah, it's nothing against her driving. But
Right.
it's
She's a good
my.
driver.
That's right. But that's my baby. Okay, so let's just
Yeah.
move on to your recruiting process. I guess what was that like? Because you're basically getting recruited again, correct? I mean,
Uh-huh.
in essence.
Yes.
So you have several schools calling, hey, come check us, whatever. So, who was
Yeah.
did you have a main recruiter from Tech? I don't know how
Um,
they do their process.
yeah, it was yeah, I actually spoke to um one of the assistant coaches there, and we had really good conversation, and that just kind of opened the door. And once we had that conversation on the phone, then I was able to talk to Coach Gerlich and then the rest of her staff as well, just to kind of get a feeler of who everybody was. But the recruitment process, it was really smooth. This was my second time going around. Obviously, my first was going into college, and like I just knew the questions to ask. I knew what I wanted, what I didn't want, and just I had a open mindset about like making sure this was the right fit for me in all areas of my life. So that's kind of the recruitment process was pretty smooth. Just all that given, I feel.
All right, perfect. And then now you played with Big Cat, right?
Yes,
That's
yeah, we did in high
fun.
school.
Yeah. And then, were the other players that you knew or that you played with before?
I knew Jasmine Shavers. We played a couple times against each other because she's also from Dallas. And there's I think a couple of the girls that we played on the same summer team, Sci-Fair. So I kind of know of them just because we kind of play on the same team. But that's really about it as far as who I knew on the team.
Gotcha. And so this was because Big Cat's gone now. She's exhausted her
Yeah.
eligibility, and so there's no. This was a Jordan decision, 100%.
Yes. 100% Jordan.
That's right. Okay, so let's just
Yeah.
briefly talk. I know, shout out Seeing the Scarlet. So you did an interview with them as well, and you kind of
Hmm.
talked about, but just as do it here as well, and in case anybody wants to chime in on the chat. But what was it, about Lubbock, or what did you see, in that recruiting process, or not that you have to name names necessarily, but just I guess your vibe of the city.
Definitely kind of like I mentioned, the family atmosphere vibe. I feel like the community is a really small, tight-knit community, and they just support anything Texas Tech, especially Lady Raider. It just I could feel it. And on my visit, I felt very welcomed. It felt like a community I wanted to be a part of. And honestly, like I feel like that was one of the main points that sold me about Tech was just, the support system and the fans and just everybody around. It was amazing.
Did social media play a role at all?
Honestly, yes. Somebody had tweeted before I even got on campus, she's gonna be on campus, make sure we show her some love. I don't know who it was. And we went to restaurants and people were smiling, waving. So I think social media definitely kind of put it out there that I was on campus, and people kind of saw that and they definitely showed love.
Yeah, Texas Tech Twitter is a lot of fun, and they're a force.
Yes.
You make no mistake, they are
Yes.
absolutely a force. I love it,
Yes,
and
I
and I'm
love
part, I'm
them.
I'm kind of part of it. I'm definitely more on the Twitter side myself.
Yeah.
Um, my wife does the TikTok. She just
Hmm. Okay.
scrolls, and then she'll pop in with some. Oh, I saw this on TikTok, and then she'll try it. Some
Yeah.
some weird deal that she didn't know existed, and I didn't know either. And then she tries it. Like,
It's very educational.
it is educational. And so, okay, so what? I guess have you heard any spots you need to visit while you're in Lubbock?
Um, I think they might have mentioned a couple spots that I needed to visit, but then we ended up going there and I had a great time. But if you guys have any recommendations, my DMs are open. I am more than happy to go check them out. So just let me know what I should try and I'll be there for sure.
Okay, so some Lubbock staples. and you may have
Okay.
already heard these. So you've got Spanky's, which is right across from campus. You got to get the
Okay.
fried cheese.
Fried
You got to
cheese.
go to Chimmy's, which is right down Broadway. So
Hmm.
get you a margarita if you drink. So I definitely recommend that. 'Cause I'm assuming, being a senior, you are of drinking age. Um, I recommend Dirk's Chicken. None of this
Okay.
is
I think I heard that one.
none of this is paid. So we do have Sibby join the chat, by the way. So
Hey.
I can bring that. I should be able to bring that up. Let me. I guess I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. So Sibby yells, "Yo, Jordyn, let's go!"
Oh gosh, I love Sibby. She's amazing.
Then we got Cynthia jumping in. Love Jordyn with some heart emojis. There you go.
My mom.
You're getting some love on the live chat there. And so here, I lost my place here. Okay, so I was talking. So we got Dirk's Chicken. I highly recommend. None of
Okay.
these people pay me. They have no idea who I am.
Right.
But I definitely recommend. If you want food, Lubbock is the place to be. There are places.
That's
that
what I've
way.
heard. Yeah, I
So
was
we'll.
well fed when I was there, so I believe it.
Yeah. So if you want to. So anyway, so hit Jordan's DMs. Where's my finger? Her Twitter at is in the description. You can give her your your Lubbock food recommendations. Okay, so let's go back to just you in general. So uh, why basketball? Why did you pick up basketball, or why did you decide? You know what? I need to progress my skills in basketball. Why did you start
Mhm.
playing?
Um, I was involved in a lot of sports growing up, and I feel like basketball was just kind of the next sport on my list. I actually was doing cheerleading when a basketball coach noticed me, and he was like, "You're the tallest kid out here. Let's put you on the basketball court and see what you can do." So that was kind of the introduction to it. But I feel like as far as the skills, it was just maybe the group of people that I was around at the time, family included. They were huge basketball fans. So, any second that we had, it was like, let's work on, ball handling or shooting form. Just kind of being around like a sports minded family brought that out of me a little bit more. And then my parents played a huge role in making sure that if I was going to do something, I was going to do it to the best of my ability. And they, allowed me, my grandmother included, to have those opportunities to train and get better. So I feel like it was definitely my family that kind of drove me to want to be, as best as I can in basketball.
Now, were they basketball fans, or did they? Not that they pushed you to it, but they obviously encouraged it, right? So
Yeah. They definitely encouraged me. My father, he is a basketball fan, loves basketball. My mom and my grandmother, they like it. They don't really understand everything, but they're 100% supportive. So, they'll try to pick up as much as they can. It's so cute just having to explain to their mom, it's okay. Like, this is a part of the game. And then sometimes I'm like, you're right. Like, that is a foul or that is this. So it's a fun experience. My sisters, they also played basketball growing up. So we were all just involved in a little bit of everything.
perfect. Okay, so let's just discuss your role. I guess in a locker room dynamic. I guess how do you see
Hmm.
yourself? Obviously there's like the
Um,
excited group, and there's a funny group. There's the leader
yes.
group, etc.
Hmm. I feel like I am one of like a quiet, laid back type of vibe. So I just want to provide chill vibes as much as I can. So I try to keep, a level head. So those teammates that I do have who are like the energy people, and then the ones who are like maybe even more quiet than I am. Like I just try to be like in the middle. So, you know, I can provide that steadiness whenever, people might need that. So I feel like that is my role in the locker room, honestly.
So do you feel like if you're a peacemaker? I feel like some of the comments you made, you sound like a peacemaker. Is that
I try to. Yeah. For sure. I'm not a huge fan of, confrontation and drama and dysfunction. So I try to, bring everybody together and make sure we're okay and we're ready to move on and progress to the next page. So yeah, I would say I'm a peacemaker for
okay?
sure.
That's what my wife's a peacemaker. So
Okay, yes.
it
We'll get
just
along great.
there we go. I'll get y'all together. Um, Okay, so of course, part of that I saw that because you had that, you kind of held Big Cat back in that high school. I
Yes.
know I saw the stuff on Twitter, obviously, and so you were like, "Whoa, Big Cat, whoa, maybe just hold off,"
Yes.
because she does get excited.
Let's take a breath.
That's right.
Yes, she's very passionate. Very passionate.
Yeah, very fun. Now, do you trash talk at all? Does that bother you if somebody trash talks you?
No, no, no. Honestly, it encourages me. Like I will want to beat you even more if you trash talk me. It just lights a fire, I guess. It makes you want to compete even harder. But no, I personally do not trash talk. It's just I've never been that kind of person. No knock against the people who do. It's just I've just never done that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If you trash talk me, it's like I become laser focused. I'm like, okay, okay.
Yep,
That
like let's go.
it's like it's now if they're better than me, they're better than me. I can't do anything about it. But I actually you get me mad and my play gets better.
Better,
Yes,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
I get more focused. I'm what they call a hate to lose guy.
Yes.
And then there
I
are
feel that.
there are love to win people and then hate to lose people. So I'm definitely a hate to
Mhm.
lose. Where if I'm in
I'm that way
second,
too.
yeah, if I'm in second place or behind, then I become laser focused. I'm like, you were not gonna beat me.
Yep. And not a second time. No
There you
way.
go. Okay, so would you rather hit a three in someone's eye or block their shot?
Definitely block the shot. I love blocking shots. Like it brings a lot of joy to me, I feel. It really gets me going. I feel like that's the one.
Hashtag deep.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We have a defensive person. That sounds great.
Yes,
Because
I'm
a lot of
here.
your highlights, and I'm not able to bring that up at this time, but just kind of watching your game, like a lot of your highlights were actually steals and blocks and
Hmm.
rebounds.
Yeah.
So so I watched your huddle. I guess
Uh-huh.
who's Taylor Merritt? Is that your mom or who's Taylor Merritt?
That's my sister.
Okay, your
Taylor's
sister.
my sister.
Okay,
Hmm.
so it was like she put that together, and I was watching. I'm like, man, there's a lot
Yeah.
of blocks and steals in this, and so it was exciting. So yeah, I am all about defense wins championships. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that I love defense for sure. I'm really passionate about that. So we'll have fun doing that.
Okay, so let's just learn about you specifically, and then now I know you went to high school in Plano. Is that where you grew up? Did you move around at all, or were you always kind of in that area?
Um, yeah, I moved around a little bit when I was younger. But kind of towards middle school, high school, I grew up really in Plano. So I spent a lot of time there. Um, but I mean, I feel like it was a good change for us. Like Plano is a really good education system, and like it's a really good city. So we had fun in Plano for sure.
Well, I've got a Plano joke as it happens. It's not really a joke, but it's a funny story. So I
Okay,
had a friend that lived
let's
in
hear it.
Plano. Yeah, so I had a friend that lived in Plano, and he called, some whatever customer service. It was obviously
Hmm.
somebody from probably the northern states. Anyway, it gets to when it gets okay, what's your address? And so it says Plano, Texas, and they're like, no, what city? We can't just deliver this to Plano, Texas. Like
Plain old
plain
Texas.
old
Yep,
Texas.
plain
They're like,
old Texas.
they're like, no, it's Plano, Texas. So
Like
anyway,
literally, it's Plano.
yeah,
Yep.
I've always enjoyed that little story. It's not, I guess it's not really a joke. So, okay, now you're the oldest
Yeah.
of three, so all girls, correct?
Yes. So I have two younger sisters, and then I have step siblings as well. So I have an older brother and three older sisters.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
So
okay. So like,
it's seven
yeah,
total.
my wife
A big
is
family.
my wife's the middle child of three sisters,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
you're the oldest. So I
The
wanted to.
oldest of three.
That's
Yes.
right. So you kind of set the example, right? You're the one that, or
Yep.
sometimes
I came around first. Nope. I'm. They learned from me. Hmm.
There you go. Do you see any like?
Yep.
Is the baby spoiled? Do you notice that? Did she get spoiled a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's spoiled. She knows she's spoiled. Yes.
They do. They know they're spoiled and they act like it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And then they try to deny it. I'm like, come on.
Well, I know
You're
some
the
that don't even try
baby.
to deny it. Okay. All right. We are. We'll move on. Okay. So you have a dog named Bo,
Yes,
correct? So
Bo.
now is that
Mhm.
B-O-B-E? How do you spell it?
Beau.
Okay. B. You went with the
Bo.
no X. So
Mhm.
you're not going the Louisiana spelling.
No. Yeah, no. No X. Contemplated it for a little bit, but we stuck with no X.
And what kind of
Yeah.
dog?
He's a terrier mix. He's actually laying right here next to me. He's like maybe 35, 40 pounds. So he's kind of like a small, medium dog
Okay.
ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a rescue.
Oh, okay. That was my next question. If it was a rescue
Yep.
type situation, or I didn't know if like it was you were seeking out this particular dog, or you just saw it and super cute, or what.
Nope. I just saw him. He was very shaggy, and I fell in love.
There you
Like,
go.
you're coming home.
That's the way to do it. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
do you, let's move on to. You have a favorite sports movie, or you have a favorite movie in general? What's
Sports movie, I would probably say Blind Spot. I really like that movie.
okay?
It's a football movie. I like it.
And do you have like a maybe, or I guess let me rephrase the question. When I guess if you were to pick out a favorite genre, like are you going comedy, drama, maybe
Uh-huh.
a documentary type, or
Um,
what's your vibe there?
yeah, I think honestly romance. I like romance. It can be kind of cheesy sometimes, but it's cute.
Let's see. Yeah, and they're oh, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. I'm not as good as that. Obviously I watch them with my wife. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's cutesy. We giggle as long as they're funny, obviously. But then if they're rom
Yeah.
coms, they are funny. Um, you have some of the older
Yeah.
ones. You've Got Mail. I love Tom Hanks, so I have no problem with
Oh
that.
yeah, Tom Hanks is good.
Um, anyway, see, I went blank, so I'm messing up.
It's
But
okay.
do you who is your hero, or do you have who's someone you look up to? Maybe try to
Um,
emulate.
I Yeah, I don't think I would say I have a hero. People I look up to, probably my mom and my grandmother, honestly. And as far as like emulating people, I just try to be the best version of myself, honestly. Like I want to be the most authentic, genuine version that I can be.
That is fair. Although you had the opportunity to say your mom was your hero and you messed it up. We have Mother's Day's
I
coming up.
know.
We have Mother's
She's
Day
gonna be
coming up.
watching.
You could have made her day.
I know. Dang it.
Don't worry,
Sorry, mom.
Mom. You are her hero. She was just trying to answer my question. Well, I don't know what. Okay, so this is gonna sound weird, um, but I will ask all my guests this question. Okay, so how do you
Hmm.
put on your socks and shoes? Are you sock shoe shoe, or sock shoe?
I'm sock, shoe, shoe.
Okay, there you go. So you're
Finish the
normal.
socks and then move on to the shoes.
There you
Yes.
go. You're
Well,
normal.
if that's normal, then yes.
Most people think. Well, for my Twitter followers seem to think that's normal. So,
Okay.
so
Well,
I do a Twitter poll of the week, and
mhm.
that question was my first that kind of started it. I just had some crazy reactions. So I thought it
Oh.
was funny, so I just kept it going. So I just decided to keep asking that
Yeah.
question. So I just keep asking that question.
Well, according to Twitter, I'm normal, so we're good.
There you go. According to Texas Tech Twitter followers, then you are normal, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
Um, okay, let's just take a minute. We are getting close. I don't want to go too long and keep you up, but or not up, but just anyway. Uh, I did want to talk to you. You're just about your mental health awareness and kind of your
Mhm.
thoughts and how that motivates you, and just being a, I guess, an advocate.
Yeah. Um, so I mean, for me personally, I feel like mental health has always been an important part of my life. I have my struggles just as well as anybody else. We're all human. But I feel like I want to be a voice and be vocal for those who may feel like they do not have a voice or as if their voice doesn't matter. So I just feel like I've been given this platform to, do things that I feel like really speak to my heart, and that is one that is very near and dear to it. I have family members who struggle, I have friends, I have everybody literally is going through something. So it's just always important to be really mindful because you never know, and just check up on your strong friends because sometimes they need to check up on. So I feel like that's just my take on mental health for sure. Just bringing awareness.
Oh, absolutely. This reference may not mean anything to you, but you have, be kind, rewind. That probably
Yep.
that's
Uh-huh.
not sure if that
Just think about it.
predates, yeah. So if you if you used to go rent movies from the old Blockbuster or whatever, the VHS tapes, then you were supposed to be kind and
Yeah.
rewind before you return them in. And so
Rewind it, return it. Mm-hmm.
that's right. So in other words, just be a good citizen of these United States.
Yeah.
So we do have a few comments on the chat. Let me bring those up. So looks like we have Killa. Oh, looks like it's partially blocked. Here, I can fix that real quick. My bad,
Okay.
Killa. There we go. Fix my layers there. So, hearing that Jordyn is a really good cook, what is your favorite dish to cook?
Well, I don't know who they heard that from. I don't cook much, but I like a good pork chop and broccoli and rice. Just plain and simple.
Yeah. You grill or what? How do you, are you frying? How do you do a
Grill,
pork chop?
bake,
Okay.
fried,
Okay.
however.
Are you broccoli
Yeah.
with cheese, or how are you cooking your broccoli?
Honestly, I like to do broccoli with cheese on occasion, but I just like regular old steamed broccoli. It tastes the best to me, honestly. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I like steamed broccoli.
Well, I actually prefer raw broccoli. I would rather just give me some on the plate and
Really? Just the
wash it off.
crunch.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm actually I can eat the
Yes,
cook or the
definitely wash
steamed
it off.
broccoli. Well, yeah, obviously wash it off. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a raw vegetable guy than cooked vegetables, generally speaking. Um,
Okay.
well, not potatoes, but carrots, broccoli,
The carrots,
cauliflower.
broccoli.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
give me the crunch. Okay, so we have
That's for that.
Cameron Merritt. Is that another sister?
That's my yes, youngest sister.
Okay.
The baby.
This is the spoiled one.
Hmm.
Okay,
This is
so
her. Yep.
she's asking, how do you prepare for a game? What is your pregame routine?
Um, I'm very superstitious, so I feel like whatever I start my first game with, I have to continue throughout the rest of the season, and that honestly depends. Like it just changes. So whatever I do first, I have to continue doing it, and I just make a mental note so that way I'm aware and conscious of it. Because I'm very, very superstitious, like I mentioned. Pre-game routine: take a nap, shower, and just listen to some R&B. That's it for me.
Now, are you to the point where you like eat the same meal?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no, no. Not the same meal. I'll switch
so
it up.
just not necessarily your pregame day, but just your
Yeah,
before game
leading up to the
routine.
game. Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna play my dumb little game called Cap or No Cap. Okay.
Okay.
So this is me attempting to be hip. It's basically true or false. Okay. So for any older crowd out there, if you're capping, you're lying. If it's the truth, it's no
Right.
cap. Okay.
No cap.
The first one's gonna be easy.
Okay.
Okay. Your DMs are open to NIL deals.
They are very much open.
So no cap.
Cap. Yes.
Yeah, that's the that's the truth. So hit her up. Oh, you know what? I did get a question on Twitter from, or maybe seeing Scarlett. Did you ever get?
Okay.
Did you get that Chipotle NIL deal yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Question number 2 on cap or no cap. This is so dumb. Okay. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
That's cap.
Cap. I agree. That's
Yeah,
cap.
that's cap.
That is, we are capping in line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Food does not go on pizza.
All right. And our final question of my dumb little cap, no cap game. People don't really understand how hard it is to be a student athlete.
No cap. Yeah. Yeah.
For real, for real. Because it's 2 jobs.
That's the real.
I mean, it's 2 jobs.
It is. It's a lot to balance. It is a lot to balance, for sure. You gotta stay on top of your stuff.
Absolutely, got to stay on top of your grades. Of course, you do get a lot of help, right? Texas Tech.
You do.
And I'm sure Florida. You have the. I guess Florida. I mean, I don't have any reference there, but I would imagine they have.
Yeah.
Athlete learning center or something to that effect.
Yeah. Definitely.
The Marshall
Tutors.
Sharp centers here. I forget the
Yes.
full name,
Academic buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do.
You have a lot of resources. Yeah.
But you need it just because of all the time that you got to spend
Yeah.
either in the gym or in the
Working
weights
out
or recovering.
Mhm.
You got to spend that
Yes.
time in the cold tub and the hot tub.
Yeah. Logged in on your iPad doing an assignment. You got to get it done.
That's right. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
Well, we are. Let me open it up. I'll think of a few more questions real quick. I think I've got a few passed, but we'll. If anybody in the chat wants to ask another question, you've got a few more minutes to do so, and I will bring those up for you. If you want something to know from Jordyn, I think I skipped a few. I know I missed one. Do you have any pet peeves? Like what's something that bothers you? So like my last guest, his pet peeve was the one-up person. So you have a good. His example was you have a good day. Oh well, I had a great day, and so they one up you. So what? Is there something that somebody else does that like just kind of not that you're gonna go crazy on them, but just that I don't really like that.
Yeah, honestly, not putting the cap on the toothpaste after you're finished. Like, let's just put it back on. If we're done, let's close it, and then let's put it down. That's honestly one that, growing up with sisters and a full house, that was a conversation we had a lot. Like, let's just put the cap back on.
I can, because that's how it gets messy. If you put the cap back on, it doesn't get messy. I'm with you.
And you can't squeeze it like this. Like, you have to press it down and let it come out.
Oh, okay. Do you roll it or do you just press from the end?
No, I just press. Rolling, I feel, because then it just unrolls, and I just can't do the unrolling. So if it stayed rolled, I would love it, but I just press it down and put the cap on, and we're done. Yeah.
All right. Now, so do you have any favorite pro teams? So NBA or baseball.
Yeah. I like the Bucks. I'm a huge Giannis fan.
Okay.
But then like on the WNBA side, I'm a big fan of the Aces for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vegas, right?
Yes, Las Vegas Aces.
Love Las. Me and my wife got married in Vegas, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, we had a blast. Yeah, we go back when we can. Okay, we got Killer chiming back
okay.
in. So I don't know if he's asking for betting advice or what, but it's Warriors or Lakers tonight.
Oh. Well, please don't take my betting advice because I don't know anything about that. But I'm just gonna say Warriors.
Okay, so they're going to get back in the series. What is it? Is
Yeah.
it 3-2? I forgot I know Lakers are ahead, so if Lakers win, then they're moving on.
Then it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't remember if Warriors got one or two.
Kind of want to say one, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking one as well, but
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
and I think that will do it. We're kind of up against my projected time, so I definitely appreciate you. A lot of fun.
Yes,
Excited.
of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for dealing with my audio issues, and hopefully the stream is good.
Hopefully we got it figured out.
We'll check it out here shortly. So, well, fans, Lady Raiders season tickets are on sale now. And
Get your tickets.
Get tickets, yes. Support. You know what? Let me ask you one more question. I guess, have you been acquainted with Coach's sparkly boots?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for her to pull those out so I can just fangirl over them.
But you've seen
I've
pictures,
seen
right?
so much about them.
Have you seen
Yes.
pictures? Okay.
I want a pair.
Everybody does. I don't think they would look good on me, but we'll go. Okay, I got sidetracked. Hey, thanks again for watching. Hey, like and subscribe. Get your Lady Raiders season tickets. They're on sale now. And hit up Jordan's DMs for your Lubbock restaurant and hot spots destinations. And, of course, for Chipotle, get on that NIL deal. And we'll get going.
Let's go Chipotle.
Let me find my, where am I? Okay. All right. Guns up. Wreck 'em. All right. I appreciate you.